never refer to me again as a chief. I'm Ogbeni. I don't. And I'm a Republican. So
I shall downgrade you immediately then.
So yes, I'm not a chief. I greet everybody. I'm sorry to have been here late. I got a bit of what the governor of Anambra said, and I listened to him. The issues involved in Nigerian elections are not as simple as we are putting them. From the appointment of the chief electoral officer, that's the chairman of INEC, and all the commissioners, to all the issues involved, we we pretend as if we don't know. We know they are not, they don't even inspire confidence. So we must start from there. We must start from how do we appoint people who should pretend this process in the first instance. And I would say outright, we must review that to inspire confidence. And how? What's my suggestion? It's so simple. Let parties with at least 5 members in the National Assembly nominate people that will be at the helm of affairs in INEC on equal basis. It's as simple as that solves all the issues. If the parties now betray themselves to allow one of them to run away with it, fine. A situation where the principal beneficiary of manipulation nominates who chairs INEC has sincerely dictated what will happen. There is no issue about that. We'll be grandstanding in deceit if you keep on pretending that there is technology is as good as the person behind the technology. AI, as powerful as it is as good as the person manipulating the process. And that was why Stalin said cynically that the voters do not matter as the man who announces the result of the election. That was what Stalin said, cynically. Since he said so, we have seen it clearly. It's not about politicians not being willing to accept defeat or whatever, no. I'm a beneficiary of shenanigans in elections and struggle for it and whatever. So you can, whatever you want to say about it, I tell you what it is. I'm telling you clearly. If you do not change the process of who manages what in the electoral body to at least downplay a single person dictating the tune and managing the affairs, we are joking with it. That is one. Two, are we sure of all the institutions? The governor of Zamfara mentioned law and order. The institution in charge of law and order, is it reliable? Is it reliable? So these are things we have to look at. Not talk of other institutions. And because of fear for myself, I won't mention them. Yes, I mean, we have to be very frank here. However, beyond the general statement, let me not be specific. I know it will take even constitutional amendment to have my suggestion that parties with minimum of 5 members National Assembly should nominate people to manage INEC. I know that will not be too easy, but it can be done if you are serious about it. Besides that, is the fact that we must compel INEC to do a public presentation of the technology it wants to use. Let us have an idea of what we want to do. Physically demonstrate it. Don't tell us you are using beaver, you are using bimodal, you are using this only for on the election day. You change the entire thing, and we don't know. It's abracadabra. We don't even know what we are doing. We see IRF, we see whatever the result you declare does not rhyme with what is shown. Let INEC demonstrate to Nigeria. It's part of the law of INEC. The existing law of 2022 law of INEC compels it to demonstrate to Nigerians how it's going to conduct the election. That will go a long way to at least compel it to a standard and a procedure that he has shown us. Not for us to wake up on election day and see different things. Okay. That is my first position. Please let me.
Okay. Sure.
Two, how come in India? How come in Brazil? How come in Venezuela? Where as we are voting, the tally is being done and we are seeing it. How come we cannot do so in Nigeria? As we are voting, the tally is being recorded and it's being shown to everybody. It's not about early, it's about the system. We have committed so much resources to technology in INEC that is possible. Let's demand that of INEC. Simultaneous display of election as it is being done. The paperwork is just for parties to have record of what is happening. That is one. Two, agents of parties and observers are usually excluded from election. Agents of parties should monitor closely the processes of election to accreditation. They must not be given a white bath on election day to just be looking at from afar at what is happening. They should be able to determine whether the person holding the card is the actual person on the card. That's three. Thirdly, is about voter register compilation. Let us compel INEC to link its voters registration procedure with NIN. That will eliminate bloated registers and multiple registration. It does not speak well for Nigeria that we register 3 million voters and we get less than 20 million voters. We register 93 million people to vote and we hardly get 23 million voters. Let us have credible register. And how to have that is to link it with NIN. When you link the voter registration with NIN, it eliminates multiple registration. And with that, we are sure of the voters that we have. We can then effectively monitor who votes, who does not vote. As it is now, we just have padded registers all over the place, waiting for the final day to just add numbers by writing. That's my thought. And to have a credible election, to have democracy, not credible, to have democracy, you need Democrats. And to have Democrats, honestly, there must be trust and confidence in the process. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.
And that is why we are here. We are here to guarantee that democracy is real democracy. I call what we have had so far civil rule, not genuinely democratic rule. I like the very fine talk of Governor Anambra. His rhetoric is fine, beautiful. You can clap for it because it's nice to hear. Then we look at how the last but one governor of Zamfara State emerged. If you look at how the current governor of Imo emerged, how can you have confidence in the process? How? It's difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult when elections are announced before the conclusion of the process. I mean, we can't pretend that things are good when they are not good. Discretion cannot be the basis of a modern society. Rules should be the basis of modern society, not discretion. Jega was just a discretionary deviation. We are saying that let us put in place a process that will guarantee, that will elicit confidence, that all of us will be happy about. Apathy is almost the reigning trend now. Voters largely don't even believe in the process anymore because they know that they know what they want, but they know what they see. They equally see what is happening. So what am I talking about? I'm saying a people-centered arrangement that even Satan will find difficult to breach. Let's put it there. If that is now breached, well, that's the best we can have. And how do I mean? we can, between now and 2027, we can have a system whereby parties with representatives in National Assembly at national level will populate the commission equitably or equally. Parties that have representatives at the state assembly will populate the state commission for election. If the parties themselves now sabotage themselves, Nigerians know that, well, of course, we have lost it. But a situation whereby a principal beneficiary of manipulation appoints those that supervise the election, it's neither here nor there. They can be good and they may be bad. Largely they have been bad. We cannot therefore pretend that they are good. That's my submission on that. As to technology, I don't believe we are using technology to the optimum level. How? India is a subcontinent with over 1 billion people. Elections do not take forever before results are announced. Ditto in Brazil, ditto in Venezuela, even Ghana. Results can be gotten in less than 3 hours. If indeed we have the technology. We understand there is a result monitoring module that will allow election to come almost immediately. Let INEC come and demonstrate that to us and why it will not work. It's not only INEC. It's just that one is not too clear how the other agencies will take it or institutions will take it. But I can say this. Beyond INEC is the judiciary. We must tell the judiciary, we must say to the judiciary that you cannot usurp the role of Nigerian people to determine who their leaders are. A situation like that of Zamfara, where people voted and elected their representatives, but because of technical issues in the emergence of that candidate, a party that was not chosen became the leader of the government. It's appalling, must not be allowed. The minimum that can happen is for the court to say, okay, let's go for another election. Not for the court to decide for the people. Ditto in Imo, where the 4th place person suddenly became the governor of the state. It's outrageous. So my opposition is this. It's not just only INEC. Institutions of states must respect the will of the people. And in everything they do, that must be primary. That is my submission. For Nigeria to be the leader is going to... Let me tell you why Nigeria is sensitive to some of us and important. Nigeria is the hope of the black race. If this country fails, and may God forbid it, it's like sentencing the black race to almost irredeemable position. And we must not afford it if you are really proud to be black. I'm a proud black person. And I believe Nigeria must be great. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.